Hey, what is going on guys, Pog here and welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to go ahead and unbox the iPhone XS in space gray. So as you guys can see, this is what the packaging looks like on the iPhone XS. So we do have iPhone over here that shows in black or maybe even dark gray. There's the top, we have Apple logo. We have iPhone on the other side, as well as the bottom here we have Apple logo. So if you look carefully, I guess you could tell that the iPhone here on the top is a bit popped upwards, like it's not like flush with the box, it's a bit higher up. Then if we look over here guys in the back, we do have the 64GB model. So that being said, let's go ahead and open this up. So we do have this green pull tab over here. Pretty much we have to just pull it. There we go. And here we have the packaging. I wonder if you guys can see that better now. Yeah, you can probably tell it, but yeah. So here we go. Let's go ahead and lift this box open. There we go. So this is what the top of the box looks like. The next thing here, we have designed by Apple in California. Once I take it open here, out of that, we do have bonjour, hello. So let me show you the English here. So if we look here, shows us welcome to the iPhone. Face ID shows us how to use the device. There we go. We also have our SIM eject tool, as well as our user guide right over here, and 2 Apple stickers. So now let me just go ahead and put these back into the Designed by Apple in California envelope, I guess. Put that aside. Here we have the iPhone XS. Let's go ahead and put that aside as well. Now, if we look inside the packaging, we do have the wall plug. So this here is the 5 volts. So if we look here, let's go ahead and take that open. Here's a closer look at it right there. Put that away. Next one here, we do have our EarPods, which use Lightning, of course. The other thing is, with this year's iPhone, you no longer get your 3.5mm jack to the Lightning adapter. So if you guys remember in the previous iPhones, I believe from the iPhone 7, there was a Lightning to 3.5mm jack adapter in the back. So yeah, we no longer get that with the XS or XS Max, which I recently just unboxed. So let's put that aside for now. Lastly, we do get our lightning cable, as you guys can see, pretty much similar to the previous ones. So let's go ahead and put all that away for now. There we go. And here we have the iPhone XS. And in case you guys are wondering, I am using my iPhone X to film this video right now, as you can probably tell right there. But yeah, so if we look over here, this is obviously the iPhone X. It actually feels super weird after holding the iPhone XS Max for a bit. Here's the size differences. Now, if I go ahead and peel this open real quick. There we go, put that aside. As you can see, let's go ahead and boot it up as well. Now, with look-wise, I mean, it does look pretty close to my iPhone X. I'll show you guys comparing the XS Max with the iPhone X in a moment. But if we look over here, we obviously have our Face ID right over here, earpiece. This will be part of the stereo speakers now. Well, I mean, the improved stereo speakers. We also have our true depth sensor, I guess. The left one here, we do have our antenna. We have our silent switch. And we also have our volume up and down antenna there. Now with the iPhone XS as well as the XS Max, as you can see on the bottom, they did go ahead and kind of, it's no longer symmetrical. It used to be symmetrical. Again, I'll compare this when I use the iPhone 8 to film the remaining of the video. But if we look here, we do have our microphone and speaker, as well as the lightning port antenna right there. On the right side, we do have antenna. This is where your SIM card goes, the SIM tray, and then power, sleep, wake. We also have the antenna there, and then antenna on the top. Now here's the back of the iPhone XS. Again, it looks pretty similar to the iPhone X itself. Matter of fact, I do have my iPhone X leather case right here. So if I go ahead and put it on, let's see how it looks. So this is the iPhone X case on the XS right there. As you can see, I mean, obviously I've been using this case for a while, and with the Apple leather case, it kind of, everyone's leather case is different depending on their lifestyle, I guess. But if I go ahead and pull this open, again, it feels pretty similar to the hand versus the 10. So yeah, the back here, again, it's a little bit improved camera, I believe. And then we do have the Apple logo there, as well as the iPhone there. And of course, we did already talk about the bottom, which was the microphone, the lightning, and all that. So now let's go ahead and set this up. So I'm gonna go with English, Canada. Now after connecting and typing in your Wi-Fi password, it does say it may take a few minutes to activate your phone, which it might not do because I didn't put my SIM card yet inside of the phone. So it might not activate. It kind of did, I guess. Okay, so let's go in data and privacy. Continue. We do have Face ID, so let's go ahead and set up Face ID. Shows us how to do it. Okay. There we go. And then it should go ahead and let me continue. Then it asks me to put a password. As I mentioned in the previous video on the iPhone XS Max, I do go ahead and change my password afterwards. This is just a temporary password for the video. A lot of you guys say like, now you know my password and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and set up as a new iPhone. And then we're gonna go ahead and set up later the Apple ID. And agree to the terms and conditions. Keep your iPhone up to date. These are the automatic updates for the iOS 12. Then next we have the iMessage and stuff, so locations and services, and of course we have Siri. So let's go ahead and set that up. Let me just quickly go ahead and hit continue. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, it's me. And this entire time, my iPhone XS Max was actually freaking out a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit continue. And then here we have the screen time. So this kind of tells you exactly what you need to slow down on using on your phone. It kind of knows, you can kind of put limits and stuff. That's part of iOS 12. Then we have our True Tone display, which is, again, my favorite thing about the iPhones and MacBook and iPad. It's so awesome. So if we look here, this is what it looks like without True Tone, and then this is True Tone. Just makes the experience way better, in my opinion. So this teaches us how to go ahead and use the iPhone XS or even 10. And then if I go ahead and swipe up now, another thing I'll show you guys, if I go here, you no longer have to like hold this down in order to close it. You could just close it. So if I were to open multiple tabs, you know, I can actually, let's go, whatever. All right, I can actually go ahead and go over here and then just close them like this. You don't have to hold that too much. Now, with the iPhone XS, you do get a different wallpaper. So these are both the way they are once you set them up. So as you can guys tell, it definitely, you get a different wallpaper. And that could be because of maybe this is the space gray color. That's just my guess right now. But yeah, so I did end up having a different wallpaper on each phone versus, you know, being the same wallpaper. So yeah, that's that. Now let's go ahead and try the Face ID. So if I go ahead, well, as you can see, it's pretty quick. Very nicely gets it done. I mean, you could just tap and then swipe up and then it just gets it there. Your notifications should not show much. Again, with the iPhone, or technically with iOS 12, you do get a measuring tape. So if I go ahead and take the measuring tape now, and then I start like moving it around a little bit, I guess this is how you're supposed to do it, but there you go. Or I guess I didn't do it right. All right, guys, so now I got the measuring tape nicely working. So all I have to do is hover over the phone and it should actually go ahead and try to even size it on its own. Let's see if we could do it. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see, but it actually kind of got the measurement for the phone itself. So let's just click on it, and it kind of shows me the measurement for the device right there. And if I click on them, it will show me that in inches as well, which is pretty good. There we go. So once you click on them, it will show you more detail. You can also manually do it. So I could just pretty much go from here, and then, I mean, it kind of did it on its own. But again, it's kind of like, what if I move the device? It kind of still stays there, so that's pretty cool. And here is the difference between the iPhone 10, which is the one on the right, as well as the 10s. So if we, example, put them side by side, as you can see, they're both the space gray right over here. So that's the side profile there. And then here's the bottom. This is where you'll see the most difference. As you can see, we no longer have a symmetrical speaker and microphone. Now it's like there's a line over here for the antenna. Here's the other side for the iPhone 10 and 10s. As well as the top on the 10s, we have a antenna right over here where we don't on the iPhone 10. So here's the back of the phone, as you can see. But yeah, so there's a closer look at the cameras as well. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And then, of course, pretty much the same thing when it comes to the iPhone 10s Max itself. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the unboxing video of the iPhone 10s. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel for more videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.